When trying to communicate healthy boundaries with a narcissistic individual, traditional methods do not work. They usually fall on deaf ears. Usually narcissistic individuals will double down on their behaviour, like they just simply don't care about your time, about your beliefs, about your feelings, about your values. There's lots of reasons why narcissistic individuals aren't interested in your boundaries, and there is ways you can manage yourself around them. Narcissistic individuals simply feel entitled to do as they please, and you placing a boundary offends them. They don't see anything wrong within themselves. They believe that there's something wrong with your reaction to their behaviour. They believe that they are superior and that you should just serve them. Narcissistic individuals have that lack of empathy. Narcissists truly do not care about your needs. So explaining your boundaries won't go through to them. They're simply not interested in listening to you. They're interested in getting their own way. They're offended that you dared say no to them. They're offended that you dared call out their behaviour that has caused you to feel a negative emotion. They believe that you're overreacting, or you're being too sensitive, or you can't take a joke. There's something wrong with you and not them. The best way to enforce a boundary around a narcissistic individual is to not expect their understanding. It's not going to go through. If they frequently go all out to interrupt your personal time, simply turn off your phone. You can explain yourself to them once that I'm doing this, I can't answer the phone right now, and then they'll ignore it, walk straight over it, just turn it off. You don't need to explain yourself again. They're going to try and make you feel guilty, but you don't need to explain yourself again. They're going to go all out to provoke feelings of jealousy within you. You can explain to them once and watch how they twist it all and blame you, and then lower your expectations of their understanding. Recognise they're not interested in how their behaviour makes you feel. They're interested in gaslighting you into believing that their behaviour is okay and your feelings are in the wrong, and stop explaining yourself to them. Instead, start creating distance from them. Narcissists go all out to gaslight, so they get you to question your reality. And when this happens, you have to learn to trust in your own perception and stop trying to convince them of anything otherwise. Even though you know they definitely said something that they're claiming they never said, leave them to it. Keep a journal or a mental note, but journals are best, of incidents so that you can stay clear in your mind of what truly happened, and respond by stop trying to communicate with the narcissist about things they're not interested in communicating with you about. They're more interested in gaslighting you. Try and enforce a boundary on a narcissist and they will go all out to play the victim. Narcissists go all out to twist things to make you feel guilty, to claim that you don't care about them, that they don't matter to you. If you arrange to go out with your friends and family, they're going to claim that, oh, are they more important to you than I am? Don't engage with their self-pity. You might do the first few times, but once you recognise the patterns of behaviour, disengage. Reinstate your boundary calmly. When they try and deflect things or play the victim, stop playing. Keep yourself safe, because narcissistic individuals can escalate when their sense of entitlement isn't getting met. Narcissists can go all out to deflect when you try and set a boundary. They can shift the blame onto you. They can accuse you of being awkward or selfish or stubborn. They can create an argument and then claim that they don't want to argue with you. And instead of getting pulled into the argument with them, focus on their actions and not their words. If they can't respect or understand your healthy boundaries Adjust your behaviour by removing yourself from the situation that gives them that control over you. Minimalising. They lack empathy, so they don't care. So a narcissist will go all out to minimize whatever it is that you're asserting yourself on. They will accuse you of overreacting. When it comes to dealing with a narcissist, you have to stop justifying your feelings to them. They're not interested. They're more interested in using those feelings against you to make you feel worse than you already do. If they break a boundary, like showing up uninvited, leave. Remove yourself from the environment without explaining and without worrying about what other people think. That's on them. You are your main priority when you're dealing with a narcissistic individual. Retaliation. Narcissistic individuals will go all out with anger and rage. They can use those overt attempts of threats and intimidation, or covert methods, passive-aggressive behaviours, silent treatments, in order to get you to back down and give in to them. Stay calm, stay firm, recognise the game. If they lash out, do your best to safely leave the situation or cut the conversation. Reduce their power to provoke you. Narcissists have inconsistent behaviour in lots of areas of their life. They might follow your boundaries one day, so you think they finally get it. You finally got somewhere with them. They finally understand you like they used to once upon a time, perhaps, only to ignore them the next day. Don't rely on any sort of verbal agreement with a narcissist. They will promise to do something for you, then they will ask something of you, and knowing full well that you're busy, and then when you say no, you can't, they will take away the thing they promised to do for you, claiming it's your fault. Instead, protect yourself, lower your expectations of them. If they promise to respect your time and they don't, stop making plans with them. Prioritise your own schedule. If they promise to do something for you and then ask something from you that they know you cannot do, recognise you're going to have to do that thing they promised yourself. Don't beg them, don't chase them, don't give them any form of attention. When it comes to realistic action, dealing with narcissists who do not respect your boundaries, the best thing is to limit all communication with them to only what is necessary and use business-like communication, straight to the point, short and simple. Don't get drawn into that argument with them. State the facts once, then leave them to it. Use strategies like grey rocking, being unemotional, being unresponsive to them, and if possible, reduce or cut contact with those who have no regard, no respect to your healthy boundaries. Focus on your own well-being by setting boundaries for yourself, setting boundaries on how you're not going to react to the narcissist, rather than expecting the narcissist to suddenly respect and understand you and change. It's not going to happen. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot give no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have a few one-to-one slots available. I also have several books out on Amazon if anyone is interested in those. There is 15 rules to deal with narcissistic people, how to stay sane and break the chain, how to create boundaries around those who have no respect for your boundaries, healing from narcissistic abuse, a guided journal for recovery and empowerment, a narcissist handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, and the new book, which is more of a novel, which I was hoping to get out at the end of this month, but I'm only halfway through editing it, is Behind the Mask, The Rise of the Narcissist, which will hopefully be out at the end of this month. If not, it will be November. Thank you very much for watching. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.